Hello and welcome back to our Sap Plant Maintenance. This is Farooq from Cube ERP. In this session, we are going to create an equipment and then assign this equipment create an equipment task list. So the menu path for creating equipment is logistics, plant maintenance, management of technical objects, equipment and create. And the transaction is IE01. So I'm just going to go straight into the transaction IE01. So let's create, we're going to create electric pump is our equipment. So let's say electric pump here. Object type, so object type I think this is a pump. So if you're going to create an equipment as a function location, which you can also create, so then in that case you might be trying to give, you might need to give the manufacturer, model number, part number, etc., etc. But here I'm not giving those data. So once I've done this one, then I go to the location tab. In the location tab, I will give the plant. I will give the work center. This is the work center that I'm using, and then from here I will go into the organization tab. Organization tab, again I need to give the work center, which is a maintenance work center, because here it is going to pick up the planning plant. So I'm going to give this. And in the structure, I need to give the function location. So functional location that I created earlier, I'm using that one. So this is a function location. Once this is done, I can just, so this is it for the equipment, and I can just save the equipment here. So once I've saved, so I get a message that my equipment has been saved. So next step is to create an equipment task list. So in the equipment task list, basically what we are telling the system is like what activities can be done on this equipment. So I go by the transaction IA01. So this is my equipment. So this is my, here when I go into IA01, system is already defaulting my equipment. But if you are just starting fresh on the system, so you can put the equipment number that you need and press enter. So here what we have to do is, the equipment is already there. So it has got the equipment, it has got the planning plant, it has got work center, it has got the plant again. Then what we need is we need to give it as usage. In the usage, I mean, one is there are a number of values in the background, 1 for production and 4 for plant maintenance. Because we are working on plant maintenance, so we will use 4. Status, we're going to give the status as a released. Press enter. System will copy all the values in the background. Then you go to operation. So in the operation, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell the system what it needs to do. It has got the work center already. So let's say cleaning of the pump is my first one. Check oil of the pump. So this is 2 different operations that I've asked. So let's pick up this line and go to internal. In the internal, what I'm telling is like, I say, okay, this is 1 hour of work. 1 person will be doing it, and total duration is 2 hours. Percentage, 100%, calculation key is 1. And then I go back. In addition, so what I've done is in this internal, I can do it directly here also. So I can say like this will take 1 hour, 1 hour, 100. And here also we can say like if we need any component, Say for here in oiling, if I need to use some oil, I can go here. Let me see what sort of materials are available in this plant. I'll go to transaction called MM60 and see what sort of materials are there. So if it is stock material, then we can assign it directly here. Let's see if there is something called oil. There's nothing called oil. So I can either create this one and then, or I can just, for an example, I can, let me go and see what is in stock. I'll go to transaction MB52 and I will just run the transaction to see what is in stock. So let me just create something. I will go into transaction material master create MM01. Let's create oil. Let's take some plant maintenance. I will take this as a finished. Material. I will take basic data purchasing so that it can be purchased. We might need to come back to do this MRP later on, but I'm not doing it now. I will go into general so that it can be stored, and then we go into accounting so that we can have some cost on this one. So I can make the plant slog base, so oil, I will take it as liter. Material group, let's see what are the material groups here. So I'll just take this one, pump maintenance, as a material group. Press enter. I don't need to put anything here. Next one is purchasing, so I don't need to do anything here as well. Plant data, that's okay. Nothing. So here what I need to do is, this is S means standard price. So I can put the price of 1 liter, say $2. Valuation class, because it is a finished good, so I will take a valuation class of 7920. Standard price is here. And that's it. Now my material has been created. So the oil has been created now, but I don't have any stock. So stock I will do it later on, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it here. So let's say I'll say 2 liters. And if I need this, I mean, if it is a required material, then I need to click this thing which is called backflush indicator. So whenever I click this backflush indicator, whenever I'm going to use it, so it's going to ask me for this material. So that's about it. We have done. Let me go back and see if I'm going missing anything. We're not missing anything, so we have put everything there. And so let's save it. So once I've saved, so my task list has been saved. So that's about it for equipment and equipment task list creation. And in the next session, we will start from the planning. We will create planning cycles and then progress with other business processes. Thank you, and see you in the next lecture.